Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today is 24th of October 2021. The day is Sunday, and right now I am working with the 10 Cambridge class, and we call it O2 class. The subject we are studying is D Maths 4024, and this is Cambridge O level mathematics syllabus D, and we are working on the syllabus basically. So we are using the book D3. This is new syllabus mathematics 7th edition. We call it D3. And in this, we are working on the chapter number 8. The name of the chapter is Further Trigonometry, and we are working on the 8C exercise. This is the second lecture on this exercise. We have already solved question number 1 to question number 6 in my first video on this exercise. Today this is the second lecture on this exercise. Today we will work on question number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 of this exercise. So let's start. We will be starting from the question number 7, and this exercise basically is related with the sine rule and all the trigonometry which you have learned in your 8th class, and the trigonometry which is present in the D2. So the book D2. So let's start today's work, and we will be starting from the question number 7. So let's go to question number 7. Okay, so question number 7 is coming up on your screen, and let me read that question. And this exercise is exercise 8C. And question number 7, he says, the figure shows, and the figure is given in the question. I have also drawn that figure here. You can see this figure here. I have drawn that figure here, so it makes our work easy. So, let me visible. Okay. So this is that figure. He says the figure shows a metal framework in which AD is horizontal with BD equals to 7.1 meter. BAD angle is 25 degree. Angle BDC is 46 degree. Angle DBC is 103 degrees, and the height of B above the AD is 5.3 meters. Find the length of the metal bar AB. The first part is find the length of the AB. So if you look at this right angle triangle, this triangle ABN, so it's a right. If this angle is right angle, this side, this angle will be also a right angle because it's a straight line. If this is 90, this will be also 90. So it means that the ABN triangle is a right angle triangle. So if I'm going to use this angle, which is 25, then this will be my perpendicular, or some people call it opposite side. And then the AB will be my hypotenuse. And I know the angle, I know the perpendicular, and I want to know the hypotenuse. So the simple sine theta, which is equals to the perpendicular by hypotenuse, can be used here. So sine 25 equals to the perpendicular, that is 5.3, divided by the hypotenuse, which is AB. I want to know that. So I will take the AB to the left side. So AB will be equals to 5.3 divided by sine 25. Just enter this in your calculator and you will get the answer 12.54. So you see, this is how you find the length AB. A very simple and a straightforward question. The second part is the angle that BD makes with BN. The angle BD makes with the BN. So they are talking about this angle. They want you to find out this angle. So you can see this is also a right angle triangle. BND is also a right angle triangle. If I want to know this angle, let me call it, this is NBD. I want to know this angle. If this angle is under consideration, then you know this is my hypotenuse, which is 7.1 meter. And that side which is touching with this angle, so we call this side base, or some people call it adjacent side. And I want to, the adjacent side is 5.3 meter, and I want to know the angle, the hypotenuse is given. So I can use cos. The cos theta is equals to base by hypotenuse. The base is 5.3. Hypotenuse here is 7.1 meter. So I can find the angle. The cos NBD, I'm here. So cos NBD will be equals to base by hypotenuse. That will be 5.3 divided by 7.1. So if I will make the NBD angle alone, the cos will go on the other side and it will become cos inverse. So cos inverse bracket start 5.3 divided by 7.1 bracket close equals to. So how you write it this in your calculator? In your calculator, you will write shift cos. So that will show cos inverse on your screen. Shift cos bracket start 5.3 divided 7.1 bracket close equals to, and that will give you 41.7. So the angle NBD will be 41.7. So this is how you solve the second part. The third part is the length of the metal bar CD. So we want to find out the length of the metal bar CD, sorry. So this side is the question. So if you look at this triangle, here I know this angle B, which is 103. I know this angle D, which is 46. I can find this third angle. The name of the angle is BCD. I can find the BCD. That will be 180 minus 103 minus 46. And that will give me 31. So once you know this angle, 31. So I can apply the sine rule. The sine rule says that the CD divided by the sine of 103 will be equals to 7.1 divided by the sine of 31, which is here. So I want to find out the CD. So the CD will be equals to 7.1 into sine 103 and divided by sine 31. So on your calculator, you will write 7.1 multiply sine 103 equals to divided sine 31 equals to, and that will give you 13.43. So this is how you find the CD. So my dear students, I hope that the question number 7 and the strategies and how we do it on the calculator, this question is clear to you. So let's move to the next question. And the next question coming up on your screen is question number, and that is the question number 8. Question number 8 from exercise 8C, and let me read it from the book. The diagram which was given in the question, I have also drawn that diagram, and you can see that. He says in the figure, A, C, and D are 3 points along a straight road where the angle ABC equals to 62 degree, angle ACB equals to 68 degree, BC side is 6 meter, and the CD side is 7.5 meter. Find the distance AC. Their first question is find this distance AC. So you see this is a triangle. ABC is a triangle in which we know the two angles, 62 and 68. So very easily I can find this BAC angle. So from 180 subtract 62 and 68, you will get this angle. So first of all, I will find BAC, which will be equals to 180 minus 68 minus 62. So that will be 50 degrees. So now I know this angle. So the side opposite to this 50 angle is 6 meter. The side opposite to 62 degrees is question. So I will use the sine rule. So here you can see the AC divided by sine 62 is equals to 6 divided by sine 50. So if I will make the AC alone, we will have 6 multiply sine 62 equals to divided by sine 50 equals to. This is what you will enter into your calculator. So you will get the answer 6.92 meter. So this is how you will find the side AC. Hopefully you have understood. We have used the sine rule here. So the second part of this question is, he says, the area of the region enclosed by AB, BD, and DA. So he wants us to find out the area enclosed by AB, this side, and BD, this side, and the AD and DA is this side. So basically, he wants you to find out the area of this whole figure ABD. So this figure can be divided into two parts. Let me call this area 1 and let me call this area 2. I know all the angles of this and I know the two sides. I know this is 6 meter, I know this is 68, and I know this AC, that is 6.92. So I can find the area of this triangle. You know, the area of the triangle is 1 by 2a into b into sine of theta, where AB are the two sides of the triangle and the theta is the angle between those two sides. So I can find the area of the triangle ACB. So it will be 1 by 2 into 6.92, which is this side, and into 6, which is this side, and into sine 68, which is the angle between them, between those two sides. So when you will enter this in your calculator, this is what you will enter into your calculator. Listen carefully. In your calculator, you will write 1 divide 2 multiply 6.92 multiply 6 multiply sine 68 equals to. So you will get 19.25 meters square. Let me say this is area 1. This is the area of this triangle. Now I will try to find out the area of this triangle. In this triangle, you can see very easily that this is 6 meter and this side is 7.5 meter. I can find this angle. It's a straight line. If this portion is 68, then this angle will be 180 minus 68. So you can see here we have found the BCD angle, that will be 180 minus 68, and that will be 112. So I know that this angle is 112. I know the two sides of this triangle, and I know the angle in between these two sides. So I can find the area of this triangle. The formula is area of the triangle is 1 by 2 into A into B into sine of theta. So the area of the triangle BCD will be equals to 1 by 2 into 7.5 into 6 into sine of 112. So in your calculator, what you will write, listen carefully, you will write 1 divide 2 multiply 7.5 multiply 6 multiply sine 112 equals to, and the answer will be 20.86, and it will be meters square. So I know the area of this triangle, let me call it A1. The area of this triangle, let me call it A2. So the area of this whole figure will be area 1 plus area 2. And that will be 19.25 plus 20.86. And that will be 40.11 meters square. So you see, this is how we have used the sine rule and the formula for the area of the triangle if the two sides and included angle between those two sides is given. So this is how you solve the question number 8 in the exercise 8C. Hopefully this question is clear to you. Okay, so now we are moving to the next question, and the next question coming up on your screen is question number 9. And let me read that question from the book. He says, an experiment is carried out to determine the extension of springs. Springs are attached to a horizontal bar at A, B, and C, and are joined to a mass D. So here we have a mass, and these are springs. They are attached. This is the horizontal. It's a straight line ABC. It's a straight line. Given that the angle ACD is 40 degree, angle CAD is 30 degree, angle ABD is 80 degree, and the BD side is 5 centimeter, find. The first part is the distance between A and B. So first question they are asking us, what is the side AB? If you look at this triangle ABD, I know this angle 80, I know this angle is 30, I can find this third angle. From 180 subtract 30 and 80, you get this angle. So opposite to this angle is AB side. I want to know that side. I want to calculate that side. And opposite to 30 degree is this 5 centimeter. So we can apply the sine rule here and we can do. So here you can see the ADB is 180 minus 30 minus 80, and that will be 70 degree. So this angle is 70 degree. So then I will apply the sine rule, AB, which I want to know, I want to calculate. So AB divided by the sine of 70 equals to 5 divided by the sine of 30. So when I will make AB the subject of the formula, or I will make AB alone on one side, so you will have AB equals to 5 multiplied sine 70 divided by sine 30. So listen carefully what you will enter into your calculator so that you get the correct answer. In your calculator, you will write 5 multiply sine 70 equals to divided sine 30 equals to, and you will get the answer 9.40 centimeter. So this is how you will find the side AB. So that was the first part of this question number 9. The second part of the question number 9 is, he says the distance between B and C. So he wants you to find out the BC side. If you look at this triangle carefully, this side is question, the BC side is question. In the BCD triangle, this side is 5 centimeter, this angle is given, it is 40. So because this is a straight line, the ABC is a straight line. If this angle is 80, I can find this angle, it will be 180 minus 80, and that will be 100. So this angle will be 100. Once you know these two angles, I can find this third angle BDC, and that will be 180 minus 100 minus 40, and that will give you 40 degree. So opposite to this 40 degree is this side. I want to know this side. Opposite to this 40 degree is the side 5 centimeter. So I will apply the sine rule. You understand these two. I will apply the sine rule, BC divided by sine 40, because BC divided by sine 40 and equals to 5 divided by sine 40. So BC will be 5 multiply sine 40 divided by sine 40. So in your calculator, listen carefully what you will enter. You will write 5 multiply sine 40 equals to divided by sine 40 equals to. So you get 5 centimeter answer. So the side BC is basically 5 centimeter long. The third part here is, he says the third part is the vertical distance between the mass and the horizontal bar. So he wants you to find out this vertical distance between the D and this ABC side, which is horizontal. So this vertical distance will make 90-degree angle with this ABC bar. So if this angle is 90, this side angle will be also 90. So it will be a right angle triangle. It will be a right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, I know this angle is 80. I know this side is 5. And that will be the hypotenuse of that right angle triangle. I want to know this vertical distance. So it's a right angle triangle. I know this angle. According to this angle, this will be my perpendicular. Some people call it the opposite side. So the opposite side or the perpendicular is the question. I know the hypotenuse, that's 5 centimeter, and I know the angle, that's 80. So I can use the simple sign. So sine 80 is equals to, sine theta is equals to perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. So sine 80 will be equals to V divided by 5. So if I make this V alone, the 5 will go on the other side and it will multiply. So V will be equals to 5 multiply sine 80. So V will be equals to, in your calculator, you will write 5 multiply sine 80 equals to, and that will give you 4.92. So the vertical distance between the D and the horizontal bar ABC will be 4.92 centimeter. So this is how you will do the question number 9. We have used sine rule. We have also used the simple sine theta formula. So hopefully you have understood the question number 9. I'm trying my best to explain this question. They are a little tricky also. Okay, so we are moving to the next question. The next question showing up on your screen is question number 10. The diagram is given in the question. I have also drawn that diagram here, but I will read the statement of the question from the D3 book. Question number 10. In the figure, RST is a straight line. Angle PST equals to 90 degree. Angle SPR equals to 63 degree. Angle PSQ equals to 74 degree. The side PS equals to 4.3 centimeter. And the side ST equals to 5.7 centimeter. Their first question is, determine if the QS is parallel to PT. It's a very tricky question, and we have to prove whether this, we have to show whether the QS and the PT are parallel to each other or not. So how you will prove this? The method is very simple. You see, if these two sides are parallel, if the PS and the PT, they are parallel to each other, then the QPT, the angle QPT, I mean this whole angle and this whole angle, which is PQS, they will be allied angle to each other. And you know the sum of the allied angles is 180. You know, you have studied these angles, the allied angles, the corresponding angles, the vertically opposite angles, and the alternate angles you have studied in your D1. So the angle properties of parallel lines. So if the PT and the QS, they are parallel to each other, then the angle PQS and the angle QPT, they will be the allied angles, and their sum will be 180. The allied angles are supplementary. Their sum is 180. So I will show that their sum is 180. I will check whether their sum is 180 or it is not 180. If it is 180, then these sides are parallel to each other. And if it is not 180, then they are not parallel to each other. Okay, so my first task is, this is a right angle triangle. If this angle is 90, this angle is 90, this is a right angle triangle. The PST is a right angle triangle. I know this side and I know this side. This side is 5.7, this side is 4.3. I want to know this small angle. The name of the angle is SPT. I want to know this angle. So in the right angle triangle, if I am considering this angle, then this side, which is with that angle, that is known as the base, or some people call it the adjacent side. And this side, which is opposite to that angle, we call it perpendicular. Some people call it opposite side. So I want to know this angle. I know the base and I know the perpendicular, so I can use tan theta. You know, the tan theta is equals to perpendicular by base. And so I will use tan of the SPT. I want to know this angle. The tan of the SPT will be equals to perpendicular by base. That's 5.7 divided by 4.3. So this tan will go to the other side. It will become inverse. So the SPT angle will be equals to, in your calculator, this is how you will write. You will say, you will write shift tan, and this will write tan inverse on your screen. Shift tan bracket start 5.7 divided 4.3 bracket close equals to. So that will give you 52.97 degrees. So I know this angle now, that is 52.97. I know this angle, that's 63. So now look at this in this triangle PQS. I know this is 63. I know this angle is 74. I want to know this angle. Its name is PQS. The PQS angle will be equals to 180 minus 63 minus 74. That will give you 43 degrees. So now I know this angle, that is 43, and I know this whole angle, that will be 63 plus 52.97. So sum of these two angles, this whole angle and this angle, I will check what's the sum of these angles. So here you can see that I have tried to find out the SQP plus PQT. That's 43 plus 63 plus 52.97. That is 158.97. So you can see their sum is not 180. So if their sum is not 180, then these angles are not supplementary to each other. Then these angles are not allied angles to each other. If they are not allied angles to each other, then it means that the PS side and the PT side, they are not parallel to each other. So this concept, I hope that you have understood this concept. It requires the knowledge of the allied angles, parallel lines, which you have studied in your D1. So that was the question number 10 in its first part. And now we move to the question number 10, its second part. He says, find the length of the PR. He wants you to find out the length of the PR. So we are basically talking about this side PR. Okay. So if you pay attention to the PSR triangle, you will find that this is the right, here we have that right angle. So this is a right angle triangle. The PR is opposite to the 90 degrees. So this is your hypotenuse. And if I use this angle, that is 63. And if I use this angle, then this side will be the base because it's with the with that angle. Adjacent to that angle, some people call it the adjacent side. I call it the base. In Pakistan, we call it the base. So I know the base. I want to know the hypotenuse. I know the angle. So base and hypotenuse, that relationship is in the cos theta. Cos theta is equals to the base by hypotenuse. So I can use cos 63 is equals to base, which is 4.3 divided by the hypotenuse. That's PR, which I want to find out. So I will take the PR to this side and the cos 63 will come here downstairs. So PR will be equals to 4.3 divided by cos 63. So the PR will be in your calculator, you will write 4.3 divided cos 63 equals to, and you will get the answer 9.47 centimeters. So the PR length is 9.47 centimeters. So this is how you will find the PR side. This is how you will solve the second part of this question. The third part of this question, he says, find the length of QS. Now they want you to find out the side QS. So they want you to find out this QS. What's the length of this QS side? So look at this triangle, PQS. Look at this triangle. I know this is 63. I know that 73, 74. So I can find this third angle very easily. We have already calculated this angle, and that angle is 43. So opposite to 43 is 4.3, and opposite to 63 is QS, which is question. So this is a perfect situation to use the sine rule. So I will use the sine rule. You see the QS divided by sine of 63 divided by, equals to 4.3 divided by sine 43. So here you can see I've written this, the QS, I will make the QS alone. So we will have equals to 4.3 multiply sine 63 divided by sine 43. So listen carefully how you will enter this in your calculator to get the answer. In your calculator, you will write 4.3 multiply sine 63 equals to divided by sine 43 equals to. So your calculator will give you the answer 5.62 centimeter. So this is the length of the QS side. So my dear students, this is how you will do the question number 8 of the exercise 8C from the D3 book. Hopefully this is clear to you. Okay, so we are moving to the next question. The next question is question number 11. A diagram is given in the question, and I have also drawn that diagram here. You can see that diagram, but I will read the statement of the question from the book. It says, in the figure, PQRS is a nature reserve. A 5.7 kilometer long walkway connects Q to S. So the length QS is basically 5.7 kilometer. It is given that the angle QRS is 90 degree. Angle SQR is 73 degree. Angle PQS is 48 degree. And the angle PSQ is 55 degree. The question is, find the area of the nature reserve. So we have to find out the area of this whole thing. So you can see, if you want to find the area of this whole thing, these are two triangles. I will find the area of this triangle, and I will find the area of this triangle. And once I know the area, both areas, then I will add them up, and that will be the area of this whole figure. So let's first of all talk about this triangle. It's a right angle triangle because we have 90 degree here. So this side, 5.7 kilometer, the QS side is the hypotenuse. And I know this angle, that's 73. So if somehow I can find this side, then I will know two sides and the angle between them. And then I can find the area of the triangle, this triangle. Let me call it A1. So you see, this 73 angle is a right angle triangle. If I will use this angle, then this side, which is adjacent to this angle, we call it adjacent side, or we call it base. And I know the hypotenuse, the ratio of the base and the hypotenuse, that is known as cos. So cos 70 to 73. You know the cos theta is equals to base by hypotenuse. So the cos 73 will be equals to the base, which is QR, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 5.7. So QR will be equals to this 5.7 will go on the other side and it will multiply. So the QR will be equals to 5.7 multiply cos 73. So in your calculator, you will write 5.7 multiply cos 73 equals to, and that will give you 1.67 kilometer. So the QR side is 1.67 kilometer. So now you know this side, that is 1.67 kilometer. You know this side, that's 5.7 kilometer. And you know the angle between them, that's 73 degrees. So I can find the area of this triangle. The formula of the area of the triangle is, very simple. 1 by 2 here, I'm doing that. The area of the QRS is 1 by 2 into 1.67 into 5.7 into sine of 73, and that will be 4.55 kilometers square, and that will be area of 1. Now pay attention to this triangle. In this triangle, I know this side 5.7 kilometer. I know this angle 48 degree. I know this angle, that's 55 degree. So I can find this, this angle very easily. This angle will be 180 minus 48 minus 55, and that will be 77 degrees. So now I know this this angle. So opposite to this 77 degree is 5.7 kilometer. And opposite to this 55 is the QP side. So let's find the QP side first, because I need that. So I will use the sine rule. The QP divided by the sine 55 equals to 5.7 divided by the sine 77. So the QP will be equals to 5.7. 5.7 multiply sine 55 divided by sine 77. So in your calculator, this is how you will enter. In your calculator, you will write 5.7 multiply sine 55 equals to divided sine 77 equals to. So the QP will be 4.79. So once you know this side is 4.79 kilometer. You know this side, that's 5.7 kilometer. And you know the angle between them is 48 degrees. So you can find the area of this triangle very easily. And the formula is 1 by 2 AB sine theta. So 1 by 2 into 4.79, which is this side, multiply with 5.7, which is this side, multiply sine 48, which is this angle. So in your calculator, you will write 1 divide 2 multiply 4.79 multiply 5.7 multiply sine 48 equals to, and that will be 10.145 kilometers square. So this is the area of this second triangle. So once you know the area of this triangle and you know the area of this triangle, you can add them up, and that will give you the area of the whole figure. So the area of the PQRS is equals to area 1 plus area 2, and that will be equals to 4.55 plus 10.15, and that will be 14.7 kilometers square. So this is the area of this whole figure. So we are done with this question. That was question number 11. I hope that you have understood this question. And here we have used the simple cos theta. We have used the sine rule. We have used the formula to find the area of the triangles. So it's a good question. So let's move to the next question. And the next question is question number 12. And that will be the last question for today's session. So the question number 12, the diagram which was given in the question number 12, I have also drawn here. You can see it on your screen. But statement I'm reading from the book, D3, exercise 8C. In the figure, angle PQR is equals to angle PSR equals to 90 degrees. So both those angles are of 90 degrees. Angle QPR is 27.6 degree. Angle PTS is 64.2 degree. The side PR is 5.7 centimeter. the side PS is 3.2 centimeter and the side PT is 2.7 centimeter. The first question is, the first part of this question is, find the length QR. Okay, so first question coming up is find the length QR. So they are talking about this side QR. So look at this triangle. It's a right angle triangle. And in this right angle triangle, the 5.7, the RP side is the hypotenuse because it's opposite to 90 degrees. So this is hypotenuse. This angle is given, that's 27.6 degree, and opposite to this is the QR, which is the question. So the side opposite to this angle, we will call it perpendicular. Some people call it opposite side. We call it perpendicular. So I want to know the perpendicular, I know the angle, and I know the hypotenuse. So the ratio of the perpendicular and the hypotenuse is sine theta. So you know the sine theta is equals to the perpendicular divided by the hypotenuse. Just put those values here. Sine 27.6 is equals to the perpendicular, which is QR, divided by hypotenuse, that's 5.7. So if you make the QR alone, the 5.7 will go on the other side and it will multiply. So in your calculator, you will write 5.7 multiply sine 27.6. So the QR will be equals to 2.64 centimeter. 2.64 centimeters. So that's the answer of the first part. In the second part, they want you to find out the angle SPR. So they want you to find out the angle SPR. So basically SPR. So they want you to find out this angle SPR. So this angle is question mark. If you pay attention, this is a right angle triangle. It's a right angle triangle. This angle is 90. Opposite to this 90 degree is 5.7. So that will be the hypotenuse. I want to know this angle, and this side 3.2 centimeter is adjacent to this angle. So this will be my base. Some people call it adjacent side. I call it base. So I know the base. I know the hypotenuse. I want to know the angle. The ratio between the trigonometric ratio between the base and the hypotenuse, that is called cos theta. So the cos theta is equals to base by hypotenuse. So the cos SPR will be equals to the base by hypotenuse, and base is 3.2 and the hypotenuse is 5.7. So when you take the cos to the other side, because I want to know the angle SPR, so cos will become cos inverse. So SPR is cos inverse bracket start 3.2 divided by 5.7 bracket close. So how you write this in your calculator? In your calculator, you will write shift cos. So this will show cos inverse on your calculator. Shift cos bracket start 3.2 divided 5.7 bracket close equals to, and that will give you 55.85 degrees SPR. So the SPR angle will be 55.85 degrees. Hopefully you understand this. The third part of this question is they want you to find out the angle PST. They want you to find out the angle PST. They want you to find out this angle PST. So if you want to know this angle, look at this triangle. I know this angle, and that's 64.2 degrees, and opposite to this, the side is 3.2 centimeter. I know this side, that's 2.7 centimeter, and opposite to this angle I want to know. So I can apply the sine rule, and according to the sine rule, the sine of the angle PST divided by 2.7 is equals to the sine of 64.2 divided by 3.2. So if I make the sine PST alone, this 2.7 will go there, other side it will multiply. So you will have 2.7 multiply with the sine 64.2 and the whole thing divided by 3.2. So let's see how you enter this on your calculator. Very carefully enter this in your calculator. I'm telling you that command which you have to enter into the calculator. 2.7 multiply sine 64.2 equals. divided 3.2 equal. So you will get 0.7596. So then this sign will come to this side, that will become sine inverse. So in your calculator, you will write shift sine bracket start 0.7596 bracket close equals to, and that will give you 49. That will give you 49. You know, 0.43 degrees. 49.43 degrees. So that will be the PST angle. So my dear students, we have solved the third part also. So that was question number 12 from the exercise 8C. Today we have solved exercise 8C, question number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. The rest of this exercise we will solve in another video. Question number 1 to question number 6 we have already solved in another video, and that has already been uploaded in my YouTube channel. My dear students, if this video, you find this video helpful to you, if this video has helped you to understand the sine rule and how this is applied in the questions, if this video is really helping you, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. If you think this video has helped you and this video can help your class fellows and your friends who are in 10 Cambridge or who are preparing for the Cambridge exam, share the link of this video with them. Post the link of this video in your Facebook, in your Instagram. So thank you very much, everybody. It's a great pleasure for me to teach the people all over the world through this YouTube platform. So thank you very much, everybody, and have a good day. And God bless you all. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.